Hey everyone, what you're looking at is what everybody that's got their head stuck in the sand is called the TikTok ban. Well, that's what everybody's calling it. But it's not the TikTok ban. It's called the Restrict Act. My buddy Angry Conservative just sent me this. I've already heard a bunch of stuff from people on TikTok that have read all the way through this that can understand this uh, government jargon that's on here, and they're saying that this makes the original Patriot Act that we all hate. This is the big bad daddy of that Patriot Act. This is Patriot Act 2.0. And Patriot Act 2.0 is jacked up on steroids and is coming after all of your privacy. There's a section in here where it's got access to cameras. So people that have security cameras in their house, they got this, Ring doorbells, web cameras, cameras on your phone. It's got access to that. Now, me and my buddy Angry Conservative, for those of you that don't know, do a podcast every Sunday. Just go over to the Broken and Angry podcast channel. He's already got everything set up on it. Let me show you here what it looks like, the podcast channel. Right there. Broken and Angry podcast. See, right there. Oh, it's Wednesday. We're not even waiting until Sunday. We're doing this Wednesday. And it's set for 5 p.m. But we're going to be going over this. Because we are both sick and tired of trying to beat it through people's thick heads. That just isn't a TikTok ban. This is going after your freedom. One, by banning a social media app, you're banning free speech. You're banning freedom of the press. You're restricting people's ability to make money, because there's a lot of people that make money off of TikTok, that run their businesses on TikTok, either by selling merch, selling crafts, selling coffee. There's a person on there that sells beard oil. He sells homesteading style stuff. People connect on that platform. I have only 530 subscribers to this channel. Well, I've got like 5,000 followers on TikTok. But this bill is the Restrict Act. So please address it the way it needs to be addressed. And stop it with the, I'm too old to know what's going on. I hate that kids are using this app, so I'm going to, it's the TikTok bill. It's a TikTok ban. And if you think that any social media doesn't sell your information, doesn't sell your data, you're sadly mistaken. Data is where it's at, everybody, and I will prove it to you. Let me show you something here that freaks people out. Come right over here to my, let me make me smaller here. This is the YouTube studio. Let's go down here to analytics. Shows everything about my channel. But let's go up here to audience, because this is what really gets people all mad. Looky here. All these bright little boxes here, That's when most of my viewers are on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, subscribed and not subscribed. I'm actually doing a whole lot better than most channels. Oh, let's come over here. Well, here, I'll go back to make it easier to see. Look at that. United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. All these countries that are watching my videos. Let's go down here. Female, male, and user specified. 18.2% female, 81.8% male. It knows whether you're male or female. It knows what age you are. Look at that. 13 to 17, 1.4%. Most of my viewers are 25 to 34. And if you want to see it big time, there it is. Data is where it's at, everyone. And this is just for the last 28 days. It shows content. It shows everything. It shows how viewers find your videos. YouTube search, browse feature, external. It shows all this. And I know that really just freaks people out. Because they're all like, oh my God, you're collecting my data. Everything on the internet does. How do you think the internet works? How do you think the internet makes money? And if you're still lost, I challenge you, if you have a Facebook page, turn your phone off. Leave it off for a half hour. Lay it on your coffee table. And then sit there talking with your family about a very, very specific topic that you've never talked about, that you've never researched. Say you're talking about septic tanks or the new Honda Ridgeline truck. You know, something very weird that you've never even looked up. Talk about that for 5 minutes and then turn your phone back on and go on to Facebook and then start scrolling and see if exactly what you talked about is right on your phone in ad form. Or factory reset your phone. And then go and download only the apps that will download without you clicking the button that gives it your phone, gives the app access to your camera and microphone. Even the calculator app needs access to the camera and microphone. It's the way of the future, everybody. And I'm sorry. If you've got anything that even can remotely connect to the internet, this Restrict Act is going to restrict all of that. You want to know why? And why they're doing it right now? Because good old Biden isn't doing so good. People don't like Biden. People know that by them voting for Biden because they didn't like Trump was a big pie in the face. Biden isn't doing good. Biden looks like a senile old man. And they know that unless they lock up Donald Trump, that Trump will win in 2024. But how can they keep us from talking about it? Right here, the Restrict Act. So they can restrict everything that we're talking about. So they could turn our internet here into what China has. And if you don't know about the internet over there, Oh, it's way different than ours. Way different than ours. If you're the type of person that gets in trouble on the internet because you can't say the internet safe words, then you would have people coming knocking on your door in China, wondering what the fuck you're doing, what the fuck you're talking about. Yes, I am 100% correct. That's what they're wanting to do. Because too many people are talking. And TikTok is the easiest platform for everybody to talk on. Let's go to my TikTok. Let's see here. My last video, 1,315 views. This stupid little video that I shot. Talking about a bumper sticker on a car. That got 340 views. Am I getting that on here? No. That just goes to prove that TikTok is the biggest social media app out there, and it's easiest to watch. Because every video on there is like 30, 40 seconds. It's not, a 10-minute long video listening to a guy like me just rant, trying to get people to wake up. But if you want a copy of this bill, then look it up. It's called the Restrict Act. And I'm sure if you do a little bit of work, you can find it. But you better have some storage room on your computer to download this, because this is a 55-page PDF download. So you're not going to be able to download this on your phone or on your little Chromebook. You're going to actually have to have a decent computer to do this. A decent computer like mine right there. That's got 3,000 gigabyte of storage room. I don't have to worry about anything. Hell, even my laptop has 750 gigabyte of storage. So, the days of sniffing the dirt are over. To quote a great movie. Now, if you know what that movie is, where they said the days of sniffing the dirt are over, please leave it in the comments. And Broken and I'm broken. Angry and I will be doing this podcast Wednesday at 5 p.m., which is tomorrow, everyone, for those of you in the back. 5 p.m. Arizona time. And no, I'm not going to go and figure out what time it is where you live. I will show you the podcast channel, because Angry's already got it set up. Right there. Live in 18 hours. March 29th at 5 p.m. And that's my time here in Arizona. So, you want to get educated on this 55-page bill that everybody's like, it's just a TikTok ban. TikTok is just a Chinese spyware. Uh-huh. Then come on over and watch. Because this should be our biggest podcast. Because normally we talk about a bunch of stuff. All the news stories of the day or the previous week. But this one is being solely dedicated to this bill. And if not, I don't want to hear people bitching when this passes, which it's going to pass. it's going to pass with flying colors. Why? Because even though Republicans control the House, the Republicans in there, except for a couple of them, are just as bad as the Democrats. They don't want you to learn stuff. There's only one person in Congress, one person that actually has a TikTok account. And he's saying that it's bad. But from what he's hearing, it's going to pass. And I'm calling this Restrict Act Patriot Act 2.0. And it's not going to allow people like us to talk. We're going to have to go back to writing letters. Because they're going to track everything. Just like they do in China. We're going to become, instead of the United States of America, we're going to become the Socialist States of America. The SSA or the CSA, Communist States of America. It's coming because people don't want to stand up and fight. And yes, I've seen that firsthand. I've seen armed people running to their cars because BLM was marching up the street. People with ARs running to their cars, scared. If you've got the balls to open carry a pew-pew, then you need to have the balls to stand up and fight. But most people don't. Like most people won't watch this video, most people won't watch the podcast. And I'm sick of people with their head in the sand.